3032, land Mike, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain level 230.
Up to 230, Challenger 3032, Mike. Alright.
232 with Pop is SoCal approach Palm Springs, altimeter 2976, descend and maintain 4000. After Palm Springs, fly heading 110, safe approach request.
Not sure what's going on with my OBS, but...
22 with Pop after Palm Springs, clear direct thermal, cross thermal at 4000 or above, clear VUR Bravo approach, expect circle runway 13 right.
If it doesn't work if it doesn't continue to stay running this time, I'm just going to give it... I'm just not going to rerun it again after this last time.
Challenger 303, land Mike, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
3355, Challenger 3032, Mike. Alright, so given our top altitude center frequency, Los Angeles Center, Challenger 303, John Mike, flight level 203, climbing flight level 230.
Challenger 3032, land Mike, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Up to flight level 430, Challenger 3032, Mike. Alright, we're being cleared to our final cruise altitude. There we go, we're set. FMS, autopilot, FLC for alts at flight level 430. Currently climbing at 290 knots and 71 miles to IK. Everything looks good. We can go ahead and let our passengers sit back and relax. Engine instruments are in the green. Cabin altitude.
Center 2 is Pop, expect circle runway 13 right.
Feels good. Hydraulics are all good. We're set. And the climb checklist has been completed. Very strange. I'm dropping a ton of frames. Just not a good connection, I guess. Anyways, we're direct to IK. This is our departure route. So we are basically in this 80 miles. So we are 62 miles away. So we're basically just barely into this final leg of the departure. Go ahead and close that. That's going to be what we're going to expect. We'll do the RNF, but that'll come later. Okay, I'll do our first time and fuel check at IK. We'll just get that prepared. So, if we take a look, we're looking for 16 minutes and 2.5 on the fuel.
2 Kilo Papa, Palm Springs grounds. You're on the east side or west side? 2 Kilo Papa, runway 13 left, taxi via Echo Juliet.
Quick look outside. While that's doing that, I'm going to look at my log file for X-Plane, see what was not loaded. Because I got that the error during a load on the scenery here.
Number 232 Whiskey Papa, multi-contact Palm Springs Tower 1.
Says the Long Beach. It says the Long Beach, but I removed anything from Long
Number 2
Beach.
Whiskey Papa, multi-contact Tower 119.7.
But it's under okay, so it's a global. It's under the global airports, and there's a problem with the taxiway, so I have to take a look at that. I wonder if it's because they changed the runways or something. See LAX right there. Malibu right down there.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Number 232 Whiskey Papa, Palm Springs Tower.
Overspeed.
Circle
Overspeed.
northeast of the field for left downwind from 813 right.
That's what you get for sightseeing.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Forgot to switch it to Mach mode, and it doesn't switch on automatically on its own. So, knock this down to 76 as planned. Set to climb detent, checked. Yeah, so I keep getting that global airports for the Long Beach.
Seacoast 142 Victor Tango, Ontario clearance. Clear to Fresno Airport. Sunshine 3 departure. Shafter transition is filed. Climb via SID except maintain 14000. Expect flight level 2801 0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 6533.
So I'll have to take a look at that. It happens pretty much every time, so. Coming up on flight level 400, 3,000 to go.
Seacoast 3 Victor Tango, read back correct.
Dials in a go. Slowly pull back the throttles. We'll set them to 77 initially. Pump the speed up to 0.8 on the Mach. A little early on that. Okay, coming up on speed, pulling throttles back to point, and N1 is 78 initially. We'll monitor where we're at there on the speed. Otherwise, this plane is really fast. I mean, you can get yourself in trouble pretty quick. So there's 77 N1. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on that, but for the time being, let's go ahead and take a look outside. Get a look at the California coastline. I think I could set sound. I think I need to adjust the exterior sounds a little bit.
Delta 5697, Los Angeles, ground contact.
Alright, let's get back in there and check our speed. Still looking pretty good.
Delta 5697, affirmative, just let me know when you're ready for taxi.
I think I haven't done too much with this plane is do any kind of missed approaches. Maybe I'm thinking might be a good idea to practice a missed approach here.
232 Whiskey Papa runway 13 right, clear to land.
We do the RNAV GPS Yankee runway 28 left. Let's see here. There might be a different one we want to try.
3212 Kilo Papa Palm Springs Tower on course approved runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Actually, I want to try the localizer. I think that would be
Delta 5697 runway 2 soft right,
better.
taxi to Charlie 7 Bravo.
Give that one a shot with a mist. Back to Salinas. We'll do a hold there. And then shoot the approach again back from Salinas to Charlie. Okay, we can look at it right here. So basically, we'll hit the approach from Wiggle. We'll go mist. We'll plan for the mist. We'll see if we can do a hold here, a couple holds maybe. Practice those a little bit in this plane. And then we'll ask for the localizer 28 from Charlie. We have vectors here, and then we'll do the procedure turn, and then basically hit the approach again. That might look like something fun and interesting to do. That's what I was thinking. Give us something to practice at a little bit. Alright, speed's looking good. We're level here. Let's go ahead and give a quick look about where we're going to need our top of descent. And so what I want to look at here is I'll look at wiggles. Let's expect wiggles right around. Let's expect wiggles 8,000, so that'll give us a good altitude to check for. We need to descend 35,000 feet. That's going to take us 17 minutes to do that at 2,000 feet per minute, and then traveling about 7 miles a minute. That's about sorry, I was thinking about something else here. So 35,000 is going to take us 17 minutes and 7 miles a minute. That's about 120 miles, so we could expect 120 miles from Wiggles. We want to go ahead and plan for our descent. So we have 66.
2 kills, I'll be radar contact, still get approach.
93. We're pretty much right there right now. So we're getting pretty close at least. We all should be getting a handover here as well.
There 212 kills, Alpha, still get approach and maintaining for BP for altitude, Palm Springs altimeter 2975.
Somewhere around, actually...
Delta 5697, Los Angeles Tower, wind...
Handover's going to be right around scattered.
255 clear for takeoff.
So, we still got a little ways for the handoff. We can descend at 3,000 feet per minute, though, so that should be fine. That will take us, instead of 17 minutes... It'll take us 12 minutes. That'll be 84 miles. So we can wait until about 90 miles. Once we get the 90 miles, how long till landing? Let's see here. Progress. By the way, yeah, thanks for watching. So currently the time it's going to be roughly about 15 minutes. But again, I'm planning on doing a mist. I was thinking about doing a mist. Localizer here, you can see, look at here. I was gonna do a planned mist, hit Salinas, do a couple holds there, and then request the localizer 28 full procedure approach from Charlie again.
20 Yankee Kilo, Palm Springs Tower, squawk 4443.
Just for practice, as I need it, because it's been a long time since well, I don't know when I've done it actually in this plane. I don't remember ever doing any of those kind of procedures and stuff like that in this plane. But anyways, so we just passed their TC. I never did a time and fuel check, so let's see. 27 minutes with 2.2. We're at 29 now, and fuel is 2.3. So we're good on the fuel. Looking great. But I definitely need to get a top of descent here. Los Angeles Center, Challenger 3, Joe and Mike, top of descent. I'm now 86 miles. I need to, at this point, I'll need to descend about 3,000 feet per minute to make it down to 8,000 feet at Wiggles, which gives me just a little bit of leeway room. So you can knock me over to Oakland Center now, and then they can do
3032, Mike, 718, flight level 240, private discussion.
down to flight level 240, private discussion, Challenger 3 Joe. Alright.
Delta 5097, contact circuit approach.
So what we do here is set 240, and we're going to go ahead and knock it down. We're going to pull the power back.
Here, 520 Yankee Kilo, your radar contact,
Start with
2.5 miles in most of Palm Springs,
put
you
our
are in
belts
your
on.
left east runway 31 left middle.
We're going to have to put some boards out since we're descending a little quicker than normal.
Delta 5697, circuit departure, your radar contact, turn left here at Clipper, join the departure, climb view, city exit, maintain
Let's knock it all the way down
15,000.
to 3,000 feet. We're just maintaining, want to maintain proper speed here. So I'm at 31 on the descent. Yeah, I got to get down quicker than this actually.
Challenger 303, Julian Mike, McCall, correction, contact Oakland Center 127.
2745, Challenger 3 Joe Mike. I think that's what she said. That's what I'm going to assume she said. Yeah, we're way late on the descent. I should have challenged the top of descent call a while ago. Oakland Center, Challenger 303, Juliet Mike, flight level 398, descending flight level 240.
Number 303, Juliet Mike, Oakland Center, roger, good afternoon.
I'm going to go full boards here since we are way high. Can pull up my flight plan here. I'm not going to do any more time and fuel checks. This is going to be it for now. But we are going to request the localizer 28 from Wiggles. The planned missed approach. Let's go ahead and pull up. We can go ahead and get our ATIS now.
And hold short instructions. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have Victor. Monterey Regional Information Victor.
Flagstaff Ground runway
To
21, taxi
354
Alpha.
Zulu. Wind, 320 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature to 1. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3005. Visual approach runway 28 left, 28 right,
Alright, we got
in
Victor.
use.
We're looking good. Alright, we'll go ahead and switch over to speed mode here. Or to indicated instead of mock. We'll go ahead and put in our planned localizer 28 from Wiggles. No. It's exactly what you never should do ever again. That was stupid. You should always check what you're doing here on your change of flight plan. I did something totally stupid, as you can see. So we were direct to Wiggles. I should have went to heading mode before I made any modifications there. All right, so we're back direct to Wiggles. We can go ahead and go in nav mode again. Always be prepared when you make a adjustment on the FMS. Be prepared to have issues, so to speak. So what I usually do is I'll just slightly put it in heading mode just prior. I'll make the I'll check when I'm going to execute. I obviously didn't do that. And yeah, so that caused me a problem there. A slight turn to the left. Let's go ahead and increase our speed just a hair.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, set to maintain 8,000 Monterey altimeter 300 plus.
Down 8,000, 005, Challenger 3 Juliet Mike. Alright, cool. We've been down, cleared down to 8,000. Miles to Wiggles. So let's just check our missed approach is going to be climb to 3,000 and the climbing right turn to 5,000 via heading 360 to intercept the Vortac Salinas 264 direct to Salinas basically, and then we're going to hold. It's going to be a direct entry.
1548 Flagstaff Tower runway 21 clear for takeoff wind 270 at 10.
Should be 264 radial, and it's going to be the inbound of 08. Actually see the coast out there. This is Monterey right around here. This is Santa Cruz. And this is basically Castroville out here. So yeah, you can kind of see it right here. It's a big, the bay right there. Or it's called the Monterey Bay right here. Right, coming down, so 3005. Okay, Half Moon Bay's got a problem. We'll have to check that out. Alright, 18,000 foot check. Altimeter's landing elevation has been checked. Landing and briefing. Elevation 250. It looks good. Alright, so we should put in 110. I'm really just lackadaisical here on my planning here. So 110.7, this is going to be interesting. So 110.7, 278. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Yeah, see, everything's lagging out right now. So 278, that looks good. And then we're going to do 084. To sleekness, and that's going to be on 117.3. Okay, that's in there. We're picking up sleekness already. Looks good. Start slowing our descent rate down. Plug this at 250 now. So again, we're going to climb to 3,000 on the right turn to 5,000, heading 360. Okay, looking good on our speed, coming down 10,000.
Challenger 3 Julie Mike, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
21-3, Challenger 3 Julie Mike.
Breakout 1548, contact Phoenix departure.
NorCal approach, Challenger 303, Julie Mike 10,000, descending 8,000 with Victor.
Number 303 Julie Mike, NorCal approach, roger, expect visual approach runway 28 left. If you have another request, please advise.
I request localizer runway 28 to left from Wiggles.
Number Julie Mike, roger, after Wiggle, join the localizer runway 28 left, final approach course in though.
After Wiggles, join the localizer course 28 left, Challenger 3 Julie Mike.
Contact.
Alright. So we're good there.
Breakout 1548, climb and maintain 16,000, proceed, correction, climb and maintain 16,000, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
10,000 feet. Can turn on the APU now. Hydraulic pumps are auto. I just leave them on auto anyways. Okay, we're looking for 210 right now for a good speed. Maintain. Coming up on Wiggles now.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, descend to maintain 6,100 until established on the localizer, clear to localizer, runway 28 left.
Down to 6,000 and cleared for the localizer 28 left approach. Challenger 3 Juliet Mike.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, 6,100 until established.
Oh, 6,100 until established. Challenger 3 Juliet Mike. Alright.
Breakout 1548, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Okay, so let's switch to heading mode. We're going to go nav source, nav 1. So 110.7. Alright, we're not picking that. We are not picking up the localizer. 110.7. It's kind of odd. Okay, so we just now picked up the localizer. Okay, so now we're on the localizer, so now we can descend. We're coming up on 21 point. So Charlie's at 6100. So once we can stay at 2100 until Charlie. So Charlie's at 18.8. Okay, let's get tower in there ready to go. 118.4 as well. We're sitting here 118.4, so we're ready to go on that. So we're established on the localizer. We're at 61.8 with the localizer, and we're at 20 miles. We're looking for 18.8, and then we'll descend to 5,300. Getting a little bit slow, but that's okay. Go ahead and put flaps 10 in. So I'm going to dial down 5,300 on the altitude. Okay, so 18.8. I'm going to descend now. Let's go ahead and bug our speeds. Let's go ahead and also reference our V speeds. Alright, so 16 miles, then we can descend. I'm chasing the needles here, it's ridiculous. That's alright. I will get stable hopefully here. So coming up on 53, looks pretty good. So we're going to descend down to 4,600, 12.8.
Carried 1548, proceed direct to Mayor, join the Bruiser, 1 arrival at Mayor. Carried 1548, proceed direct to Mayor, at Mayor, join the Bruiser, 1 arrival.
Okay, a little bit left to the localizer. Okay, so we're looking good for 4,600 by Rodney, so we're going to go 4,100 now. For Wuxen in 11.5. Okay, a little bit left of course. Okay, so after Wuxen, it's going to be Zilku at 3,000. We'll go 3,100 here. Okay, and then at Wuxen, we're going to descend down to 1860. Sorry, Wuxen was, no, Zilku, sorry, Zilku, which is 8.6. And then we're going to descend down to 1860. So we're looking good on that descent. So let's go down to 1860. Stick it at 1900. Okay. Got off course a little bit there. Slightly right of the localizer. So again, we're going to go mist 3,000, then a right turn to 5,000 heading 360. Alright. Go ahead and get gear out. Flaps 20. So we're looking for, at 1.3 we can actually go miss, so we're going to descend down to 1860. Okay, just slightly left of center line. We're currently at 6.5.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
Going to Tower 3, Julie Mike. Monterey Tower, Challenger 303, Julie Mike. Localizer at 28 left, expect the mist.
Number 303 Juliet Mike, Monterey Tower runway 28 left, clear to land, wind 320 at 6. I'm sorry, say again the last part of your transmission.
I clear to land 28 left, Challenger 303, Julie Mike, and expect a mist.
Number 3 Juliet Mike, okay.
Alright, autopilot's coming off. Okay, we got the gear down. Flaps going to 30. Pretty high on the approach here. Currently looking at 3.7. So at 3.7, and we should have been at 1800 already. We are, so it's just really kind of high on the approach. But anyways. So flaps good, gear down, and been cleared to land. Never put the lights out, unfortunately. Alright, that's fine.
1,000.
Alright, so we're coming up. Let's just.
Minimums.
Okay, let's pretend we don't have the runway, so we're gonna go mist.
500.
I forgot to put the mist approach altitude in there. Forgot to do a lot of things actually here.
500.
Forgot to take the spoilers off. Monterey Tower, Challenger 3, Julia Mike's on the mist.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, execute Mr. Press procedure as published. Contact local departure 121.3.
As published, 121.3, Challenger 3, Julia Mike. Okay, I'm going to hand fly this for a second. Okay, so we're looking for, I should have put the throttle in sooner. So we're looking for 5,000. So once we get to 3,000, we're going to go ahead and turn right for 360. So right turn now.
Brigade 1548, descend via the cruiser arrival, runway 25, left transition.
For some reason I decided to try to descend here. Alright, flaps coming up. How about gear up first? Yeah, I'm all over the board. See, this is why we practice this stuff, because when we really need it. Alright, so alright, I'm at 5,000. Let's maintain 5,000. Yes, I know I'm
Brigade 1548, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
trying to get down here, sorry. Okay, flaps completely up. Alright, so See if I can get this thing trimmed out.
Brickyard 1548, Phoenix approach, advise when you have weather. Expect
And-
ILS, runway 25, flat approach.
Alright. Much better on the trim, I think. Okay. Norcal approach, Challenger 303, Joe Mike 5000 on the Miss 28 left. Start coming right.
Challenger 303, Juliet Mike, normal departure, roger, unable to attention. What's your plan from now?
Challenger 3, Juliet Mike would like to take the hold at Salinas for the time being.
Challenger 3, Juliet Mike, roger, clear to Salinas VOR. Expect further clearance 0120, time now 0103.
Expect further clearance 0120 and we'll hold Salinas 5000. Challenger 3, Juliet Mike. Okay.
Challenger 3, Juliet Mike, thanks. When you'd like to proceed further, just advise.
Will advise. Challenger 3, Juliet Mike. Okay. So we're currently on our way to the Salinas hold. I'm hand flying this right now, so it's just trying to stay. It's getting this thing trimmed. Okay, so what we want to do here is go. I'm going to go set my heading, put it in heading mode. We're going to go autopilot now. Okay, I'm not sure why that did that. Very odd. Okay, might want to descend massively there, but anyways, so we want to go out, just climb 5,000. There we go. Okay, so we're back to heading mode. So we're looking to intercept at 084 on the inbound track. This having the flight plan in here, the whole flight plan is kind of in my way, so I can't really see. It's hard to see if I'm lined up, which I'm not. Very challenging to do this, by the way. Yes, it is. So 0120 is, we'll expect further clearance. I'm going to do a couple holds, and then I'm going to request again, like I was saying, I'll request again the localizer 28 left from Wiggles. Okay, we'll go ahead and just bug our speed at 210. Currently gears up, flaps up, boards are in. I wish I want to delete my flight plan out of here. I just don't want to see this in here because I want to fly it without that in there. So if I go here and I go KS, let's go FO and just put that in there. There we go. That's gone now. Alright, so we are at Salinas, so let's go ahead and make our left turn for sorry, 264. Kind of had a brain fart there. Okay, a little bit fast on the speed that I like.
1548, contact approach 120.4.
Okay, we got a little bit of right to left wind, so I'm going to put my heading about, we'll start with 269 for now. It's only 9 knots. We'll monitor that. We'll do a 1 minute outbound heading.
Brigade 1548, Phoenix approach, good afternoon.
Actually, I'm going to do about a 268. 267, that looks pretty good. 1 minute. So back to 084. Cool, we can do a couple turns here. See our fuel check, 1,500 pounds. We need, so while we're looking at everything, so to get to San Jose, we need 1,100, so. Okay, we're looking pretty good on the inbound leg here. So we're going to go ahead and do our 1 minute timer here.
Brickyard 16, station 1548, fly present heading, descend and maintain 4,000, sector to final approach course.
Alright, so yep, there we go. Let's go back to here. Alright, looking pretty good so far. Alright, coming up. And alright, let's start our turn now. Back outbound.
Brickyard 1548, turn right heading 170.
Thought
Brickyard
268
1548, that's heading
pretty
170,
good for
170.
the outbound leg. So we'll go ahead and do that as well again. For some reason my timer didn't reset itself for the inbound, so I can't test that part out, but I'll try it on this one. Okay, coming up, 278, start the timer, 1 minute. Okay, I don't need this, that's gone before landing. We can go ahead and get rid of that out of the way just for now. But what we will do is put it back to approach. That looks good. Get it ready for
Brickyard
before
1548, 5 miles from Gypsy. Turn right heading
30 seconds
230.
outbound.
Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer.
A little
Clear
bit
ILS,
fast here.
runway 25 left approach.
So I think I need to slow my outbound leg. I know for a fact I need to slow my outbound leg down. Alright, 1 minute. Let's start turning. I'll do, after Salinas here, I'll do one more hold, and then after the next hold, I'm going to depart. I'm going to request in my next hold, my next outbound leg, I will request. Actually, my next turn to inbound, I'll request the localizer 28 from Wiggles full procedure. Okay, see, I'm getting slow here. Alright, let's push it up, and we are starting our stopwatch here. So,
Brickyard 1548, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9. Brickyard 1548,
okay, I was
Phoenix
just a
Tower
little
landing,
bit
runway
inside.
25 left, clear to land, wind 290 at 14, gust 20.
So this time I'll just do a standard outbound leg of 264. Okay, we're coming up on 45 seconds. And since we're getting closer, it's obviously going to come up more drastic there. Okay, we're at Salinas now. Let's go ahead and make our turn. This time, like I said, we'll go 264. Doesn't seem like the wind did any kind of movement in our plane. Okay, fuel quantity is low. We're at 1300, so again, we will have to request the. If we can't make this this landing on the after the next inbound leg, then we'll have to divert to San Jose. Okay, 264 is coming up, and 1 minute. Alright, let's go ahead and pull a new ATIS in case it's changed.
Whiskey. Monterey Regional Information Whiskey.
We have whiskey.
0054 Zulu. Wind, 290 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 20. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3004. Visual approach runway 28 left, 28 right, in use. Departing runway 28 left, 28 right. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions.
Alright, we got whiskey. Okay, coming up on 1 minute. Let's go ahead and let's turn it around. Norco approach Challenger 3 Juliet Mike with whiskey. Will request the localizer 28 from Wiggles, full procedure.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, Roger, clear to Monterey Airport via flight heading 100, vectors to Wiggle.
Yeah, I actually said that wrong. Challenger 3 Joe Mike would request the 28 left from Charlie, full procedures. Hopefully.
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, Roger. Proceed direct Charlie, cross Charlie at 5,000, cleared localizer and with 28 left approach.
I direct to Charlie, cross Charlie at 5,000, cleared for the localizer 28 left approach. Challenger 3 Joe Mike. Alright, so we're going to stick in what I need to fly basically to Salinas. From Salinas, I'm going to go radio 1. I'm going to put in my bearing 1. That's not what I wanted. Hit the wrong button. That's 278. We're going to go 140. Alright, so we can go ahead direct now to Salinas, or to Charlie.
November 143, Victor Tango, Oakland, Center Greening, descend and maintain 1000, Fresno altimeter 2990.
It's a little bit slow on that turn out, just because I didn't prepare myself in time, so that's my bad. So we're looking for, it's going to be 12.7 miles, so currently 2 miles, so it's going to be 12.7 miles to Charlie. And then I'm also going to look for VOR, the localizer for Monterey Bay. That should be at, for Charlie, if you look here, it's going to be 18.8 on the 278. Going to get flaps 10 in. So we're looking for, here's VOR2 or VOR1, 278's right about the west here. So once we hit, so what we'll do is once we hit Charlie, we're going to make a left turn outbound for the procedure turn. And that's going to be heading of 098 for 1 minute.
Brickyard 1548, Phoenix ground, good evening. Turn right on taxi straight ahead eastbound.
Okay, currently 6 miles, again it's 12.7. And you can see that the localizer for Monterey is coming up almost on 278 here as well. So once we hit 12.7, we're going to make a left turn
Skyhawk
for
4640, conceal the greening, say initial direction of flight. November 46420, Roger. Usually aircraft going east-southeast will go north of the Lake Chabot to avoid arrivals into Oakland. Go
He said maintain 5,000 Charlie though.
Are you okay going over the Lake
So
Chabot?
our procedure says 6,100. So
November 420, Roger.
I think we'll be
On
okay with the
departure, remain north of
5,000.
Lake Chabot at below 2,500. Departure frequency 135.1. Squawk
All right, 2 miles to go.
6064. Skyhawk 420, read back correct. Brickyard 1548, turn left next taxi with Terminal 2, go straight ahead and slightly off your left.
Alright, so that looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and make our
Have a
left
good
turn,
night.
09 or 8. As you can see here, we're right at the 278 as well. Well, it's actually
November 3 Victor Tango, contact Fresno
281
approach,
right now from the
119.6.
localizer, but anyways. Okay, so 098, speed's good, altitude's good, 1 minute check. And then we'll make a left turn about 2, we'll do it like 230, 225. Okay, we can go ahead and switch over to nav source 1 again. looking good on fuel. Remember, it was 10.9. Yeah. I waited a little bit longer.
November 143, Victor Tango.
Anyways, normally we would have to divert
runway 29
right in about 100 pounds less than we got now. All right, so that's 55 seconds coming up, 1 minute. We're gonna go ahead and make our left turn for about 230.
November 3 Victor Tango, show you about 5 miles west of course and diverging slightly. Verify Alpha 8 arrival, or are you doing something else?
Okay, we dropped the
November 3
localizer.
Victor Tango, no problem. Clear direct Fresno Airport,
expect to
descend
pick
and
it back
maintain
up here.
5,000.
Right before we get to Charlie, so it would be good. All right, let me go ahead and get that off
Yep,
the
no
screen.
worries.
Again, misapproach, climb to 3,000 and the right turn to 5,000, heading 360 to Salinas Forward tack, radial 264 to Salinas Forward tack and hold. We won't be doing that. We'll go straight. We'll be asking divert to San Jose. Oh wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I started to move my... This confused me here. I thought I missed something here, but yeah, I should have stuck with my instincts, keeping the heading the way it was. Alright, so now we're looking for Charlie at 18.8, 5,000 feet, and then we're cleared for the approach, so we can descend after Charlie. So 18.8. We'll put that up there. So 18.8 is Charlie, and we can send down to 5,300, and we're already under that anyway. So the next one will be 12.8, 4,600. So I really, if you look at here, I should have been told direct Charlie climb and maintain 6,000 cleared. You know, maintain 6,000 until established. That's what I should have been given, that instead of maintain 5,000 Charlie cleared for the localizer. And that's what really should have happened. Alright, so we're coming up 16.6, so we can descend now down to 4,600. Okay, so we're looking for 4,600 at 12.8. Slightly left of localizer. Okay, then from there we can descend down to 4,100. Just coming up on it now, so 40 or 3,800, or sorry, 4,100. Descending now. So we're looking for 4,100 at 11.5. flaps 20 here. Right now, this is our deferred fuel. Normally, if we didn't see the runway here, we would have to divert at this point. So 4100 and 11.5 looks good. A little slow on that.
November 3 with the Tango, descend at pilot discretion, maintain 3000, advise when you have Fresno in sight.
So we're looking for 3000.
November 3, Juliet, Mike, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
Going to tower 18.4, Challenger 32 Mike. Alright, so Monterey Tower, Challenger 303, Juliet, Mike, localizer 28 left.
Challenger 303, Juliet, Mike, Monterey Tower, runway 28 left, clear to land, wind 290 at 8.
Clear to land 28 left, Challenger 383, Juliet, Mike. Alright, so we're slightly left. Looking for 3000 by 8.6. We're already there, so we're way high already, so let's get down quicker. We're going to go down to 1860. Miles. We're looking for 5.3, and then we can decide at 1.3 to go missed. Okay. Seven miles to go.
November 3 with the Tango, clear visual approach, runway 29 left, contact Fresno Tower 118.2.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our head out. And we have the runway. Autopilot's coming off. Okay, landing gears down.
1,000.
Lights are on, checked.
Fresno Tower, November 143,
Flaps
Victor Tango,
set,
10
going to
miles, out visual 29 left.
This time I went a little
November
lower.
143 with the Tango, Fresno Tower, runway 29 left, clear to land, wind 280 at 12.
Alright, looking for speed.
Clear to land, 29 left through Victor Tango.
Cast checked. Fuel quantity is okay. We've been cleared to land. Landing checklist is completed. We have the runway in sight.
Minimums.
Landing. We're gonna go exit all the way at the end to signature, or no, it's called
500.
I think it's called Monterey Aviation. Now it's too late to check now.
400.
Slightly low, so way fast. I guess that's not a bad combo to have.
300.
Well, you don't want to be low, but if you're a little low with speed, it can go ahead and just decrease my speed by pulling back on the yoke a little bit. Alright, we're looking good there.
200.
It's called Monterey Jet Center.
200.
That's right.
100. 50.
Oakland,
40,
clearance delivery,
30,
Sky 4640. I'm having a simulator issue. I'm going to have to restart. I'll check back in with you when I'm back.
Sky Hawk 40, roger, no problem.
Yeah, the float is definitely something I do in this plane every time. I don't need reversers, even though I engage them. Gonna take those off. So I'm looking for all the way to the end, Echo.
Challenger 3, Juliet Mike, where do you park?
Challenger 3 Juliet Mike, Monterey Jet Center, just off here to my left.
Challenger 3, Juliet Mike, taxi to Jet Center via Echo. Remain this frequency, have a good night.
Monterey Jet Center via Echo, this frequency, Challenger 3 Juliet Mike. Alright, so clear on the left. We're going to go and just clean this thing up real quick. Make sure we're clear. Okay, we're clear of the runway. Clean this thing up a little bit. And that's good. Alright, we're set. Okay, again. Alright, clear on the left. That was quite fun. Yeah, I want to do more of those for sure. Anything that challenges you is definitely something that I get a kick out of. You know, I mean, I'll tell you right now that my initial go-around portion of it was a little sloppy. I need to clean that up a little bit. Just after the go-round, I got to clean that portion up for sure. Just a couple things, not too bad, but I felt that there's not really any room. I should be parking right here, but there's not any room over here. I'm just gonna make a hard right turn and move over here. But I thought my holds were really actually not too bad. And the only thing I had a question on is my my clearance back to. Yeah, no, this is really a parking spot. My clearance back to Wiggles. I thought I should have been given, you know, the back to Wiggle, or sorry, not Wiggles, back to should have been back to Charlie and then climb and maintain 6,100 until established, but I'll have to ask him about that. Monterey Tower, Challenger 3 Joe Mike's got a question when you get a moment.
Challenger 3 Joe Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, just a question on my, after the hold, I was given the instructions to direct to Charlie, maintain 5,000 until established, cleared for the localizer. I'm showing that I should have been flying at 6,100 from Salinas to Charlie. Is that something that doesn't matter?
You know, actually, that was my mistake. Sorry about that.
Okay, I just want to make sure because to me, I think I should have been told direct Charlie, climb and maintain 6,100 until established, then cleared for the localizer 28 left. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right, perfect. That's all I want to know. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
All right. So yeah, that's what I thought. But you know, I had, you know, I was figuring out what I was supposed to do in the climb and all that stuff. So if you can see here on the chart, basically, as I was coming towards Salinas, I was told to go direct to Charlie, maintain 5,000 until established. I asked for the full procedure turn back in, so I should have been told to climb and maintain 6,100 and direct to Charlie, and then basically clear for the localizer at that point. So anyways, learning perspectives on this flight is know exactly what you're going to do, what steps you're going to take as soon as you call the mist. I called the mist. I hand flew it for a little bit, and then I started to get sloppy. I turned right. I turned right at 3,000 feet to heading 360. And then while I was turning 360, I started to look at other things and figuring out other things I needed to do. And I overpassed my turn, so I went to 020. So I had to overcorrect back to 360. And then also, this plane has a lot of power, and I overpowered the climb, and I ended up at 5,600 feet, which should have leveled off at 5,000. So I need to start to level off a lot sooner, especially in this plane with those kind of engines and that kind of thrust settings. So that was another thing I should have done a lot better. The turn to Salinas wasn't so bad, and I don't think I did my holes all that bad. It seemed to me that they weren't. They were pretty good.
Fresno Tower, November 143 Victor,
Inbound
Tango
and
clear 29 left at Bravo at 8,
I
taxi
should have
straight ahead for
questioned
parking.
his call when he initially said direct to Charlie 5000. Normally, I would have asked about that. But like I said, I was
November 3 Victor
low on
Tango,
fuel,
Fresno Tower, taxi parking straight ahead, Bravo 8, remain
about
district
what I
confused.
needed to do. And
Bravo 8, this
instead of
frequency, 3
questioning
Victor
it,
Tango,
I just
thank
went
you.
with it. But overall, I thought the flight went fairly good. So I'm going to keep practicing these some more, and hopefully get better at the go-rounds for sure. That's all I got for tonight. Until next time, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.